Hello everyone, Dr. Olivia Thompson speaking here. Have you ever considered that your brain might be silently crying out for help? Imagine if I told you that up to 40% of dementia cases could be prevented or delayed simply with specific nutrients that are probably missing from your daily diet. This is information that many traditional doctors simply don't share with their patients, focusing only on medications when symptoms are already advanced. If you're over 60 or have a family member in this age group, and notice that forgetting names, losing keys, or mixing up appointments is becoming increasingly frequent, pay close attention to this video until the end. Your brain may be sending warning signals that shouldn't be ignored, but I have good news to share with you. It's never too late to take action and protect your brain health. Our memory functions thanks to a delicate biochemical balance that happens constantly inside our brain. As we age, especially after 60, the blood-brain barrier, that natural protection separating blood from brain tissue, becomes more permeable and less efficient. At the same time, oxidative stress increases considerably, connections between neurons weaken, and the production of essential neurotransmitters gradually decreases. It's like an orchestra where some instruments begin to fail one by one, compromising the entire harmony of the cerebral symphony that is our cognition. Let me share with you the inspiring story of Maria. She was 68 when she began to notice worrying changes in her mental capacity. As a retired teacher, she was always extremely proud of her sharp memory and ability to remember details, but suddenly began forgetting names of former students who were important in her career and frequently lost track of conversations during family gatherings. Her children noticed these changes and insisted she consult a neurologist. Initial tests showed no signs of Alzheimer's, but the doctor warned her about mild cognitive decline, a preliminary stage that can, unfortunately, progress to dementia if not properly addressed. Instead of simply accepting this diagnosis as an inevitability of aging, Maria decided to research alternatives and ended up finding a neuropsychiatrist specialized in cognitive nutrition. It was at this crucial moment that she discovered the transformative power of the 4 brain protective vitamins I'll reveal to you today. Did you know that your brain, despite representing only 2% of your body weight, consumes approximately 20% of all the energy your body produces? This demonstrates how this fascinating organ is metabolically demanding and needs specific nutrients to function correctly, especially as we age. The first essential vitamin your brain needs after age 60 is vitamin B12, which we can consider as the invisible neural protector. It's considered the protective shield of neurons, and its deficiency is alarmingly common after age 60. Affecting up to 20% of the elderly population. This happens because as we age, our stomach naturally produces less hydrochloric acid, which significantly hinders the absorption of this essential vitamin from the foods we consume. B12 deficiency can damage the myelin sheath, that insulating layer that protects nerves, resulting in impaired neural communication and visibly slower thinking. Rigorous research conducted by Oxford University has shown that adequate B12 levels in the body can reduce brain atrophy by up to an impressive 30%. Can you imagine the positive impact this could have on your quality of life and independence? You can find good sources of vitamin B12 mainly in meats with special emphasis on liver, fish such as sardines and wild salmon, eggs from pasture-raised chickens, milk and dairy products from naturally fed animals. For those following vegetarian or vegan diets, supplementation is frequently necessary and recommended, always after consultation with a specialized doctor who can assess your individual needs. Our brain's second protector is vitamin D, which surprisingly functions more as a neuroprotective hormone when it reaches brain tissue. It plays a fundamental role in protecting nerve cells and reducing inflammatory processes that can damage brain tissue over time. A 12-year longitudinal study published in the respected Journal of Neurology revealed impressive data. Elderly people with adequate vitamin D levels in their bodies showed 53% less risk of developing any form of dementia compared to those with deficiency. The alarming problem is that more than 70% of people over 60 show deficiency of this essential vitamin, even living in sunny countries. This happens because aging skin naturally produces less vitamin D when exposed to sunlight, and many older adults, for various reasons, end up spending less time outdoors. Have you been exposing yourself to sunlight regularly in recent months? To ensure adequate vitamin D levels, moderate sun exposure of 15 to 20 minutes daily is recommended, preferably in early morning or late afternoon when the sun's rays are less aggressive. Other food sources include fatty fish like sardines and tuna, quality egg yolks, and mushrooms that have been previously exposed to sunlight. It's worth noting that supplementation is often recommended for people over 60, always with proper medical supervision to determine the correct dosage for each case. Our third brain protector is vitamin E, which we can consider as the brain's premier antioxidant. Vitamin E acts as a true firefighter that puts out fires inside the brain, actively combating oxidative stress that gradually destroys healthy neurons. Research conducted by the renowned Harvard University has shown that elderly people with higher vitamin E levels maintain significantly better cognitive function over 8 years of detailed clinical follow-up. This powerful vitamin has the ability to protect the delicate cell membranes in the brain and preserve neural plasticity, that fundamental ability to form new connections between neurons, essential for memory formation and maintenance at all ages, but especially critical after 60. Have you been regularly including sources of vitamin E in your meals? You can find good amounts of vitamin E in foods such as almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds, cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil, avocado, and dark green leafy vegetables like spinach. Incorporating these foods daily in small portions can make a substantial difference in your long-term cognitive health. The fourth and final essential nutrient for your brain health, especially after 60, is omega-3, highlighting DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. Although not technically classified as a vitamin, DHA is so essential for brain health that it deserves absolute prominence in our discussion today. This fatty acid represents approximately 25% of all lipids present in the human brain and is crucial for maintaining adequate fluidity of neural membranes, thus allowing efficient and fast communication between brain cells. A fascinating study conducted by the University of California revealed that elderly people with higher levels of DHA in their bodies showed brain volume equivalent to that of people 9 years younger. Just imagine your brain functioning as if it were almost a decade younger just by ensuring adequate levels of this nutrient. Wouldn't that be extraordinary? The best sources of DHA include cold water fish such as sardines, wild salmon, and fresh tuna, as well as plant sources such as freshly ground flax seeds, chia seeds, and selected varieties of nuts. It's important to highlight that plant forms contain mainly ALA, which needs to be converted to DHA by the body, and this conversion becomes less efficient with aging. Therefore, many experts recommend direct sources of DHA or any specific supplementation, always with professional guidance. Returning to Maria's inspiring story that I shared at the beginning After 3 months following a carefully crafted nutritional protocol rich in these 4 essential vitamins, she began to notice significant changes in her cognitive abilities. In her own words, "It's as if the mental fog that was constantly present had finally cleared," she enthusiastically reported to her children during a Sunday lunch. Her memory for names visibly improved. Daily energy increased considerably, and the anxiety that frequently accompanies memory problems drastically decreased. 6 months after starting this nutritional protocol, formal cognitive tests showed objective improvement in short-term memory and mental processing, to the delight of her entire family, who had noticed the changes even before the tests confirmed them. Modern science is absolutely clear on this point. Properly nourishing your brain with these vital components can make a profound and measurable difference in your quality of life after 60. Based on dozens of recent clinical studies published in the most respected scientific journals, ensuring adequate levels of these 4 vitamins can literally mean the difference between aging with mental clarity, independence, and dignity, or facing progressive cognitive decline with all its devastating consequences. You're probably wondering, "But, Dr. Thompson, I'm already over 60. Isn't it too late to start taking care of my brain health?" The scientific answer is an emphatic no. The human brain has an incredible capacity for regeneration and adaptation even at advanced ages, thanks to the neuroplasticity we maintain throughout life. It's never too late to start properly nourishing your brain and reaping the benefits. Always remember that small, consistent changes in daily diet can result in major transformations in your long-term brain health. Start today by incorporating natural sources of these 4 essential vitamins into your dietary routine. For people over 60, I strongly recommend an assessment with a specialized physician to check your current levels of these nutrients and determine if supplementation would be beneficial in your specific case. Another fundamental aspect we cannot ignore: these vitamins act synergistically, meaning they work better together than in isolation. Therefore, a complete and balanced nutritional approach will always bring superior results to isolated supplementation of a single nutrient. It's also important to highlight that, in addition to proper nutrition, other factors contribute significantly to brain health in the senior years. Regular physical activity, even if it's just a daily 30-minute walk, improves cerebral blood circulation and stimulates the production of neural growth factors. Quality sleep is absolutely essential, as it's during deep sleep that the brain performs its daily cleanup, eliminating toxic proteins that can accumulate and contribute to degenerative processes. And we cannot forget constant cognitive stimulation through reading, games, learning new skills, and meaningful social interaction. Are you already implementing any of these strategies in your daily routine? If so, you're on the right track. If not, it's never too late to start, and the benefits can be perceived much faster than you imagine. Pay attention to the signals your body and mind may be sending. Occasional forgetfulness is normal at any age, but when it begins to interfere with daily activities or causes concern in close family members, it's time to act proactively. The earlier we intervene, the better the result. Before ending this video, I want to leave an important alert. Be aware of foods that can silently harm your memory after 60. Surprisingly, some of them are even considered healthy by common sense, but may not be ideal for brain health. In our next video, I'll reveal the 5 foods that most compromise cognitive function and that you should limit or eliminate from your diet to protect your brain from premature aging. You'll be genuinely surprised to discover that some of them might be present daily at your table. To summarize everything we discussed today, your brain needs specific nutrition to function properly. especially after 60. The 4 essential vitamins we detailed, B12, vitamin D, vitamin E, and omega-3 just DHA, form a powerful protective quartet that can literally transform your brain health and quality of life. Maria's inspiring story shows us that it's never too late to make positive changes that impact our cognition. Remember that you deserve to age with dignity, independence, and mental clarity. Your brain has faithfully supported every moment of your life. Now it's time to give back with the specific nutrients it so desperately needs to continue functioning at its best potential. If this video was helpful for you or someone you love, please click the like button and share it with anyone who might benefit from this vital information. Leave in the comments if you've already noticed changes in your memory and what strategies you've been using to keep your brain healthy. I'd love to hear about your personal experience and interact with you. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next video about foods that harm memory and other exclusive content about health, longevity, and wellness based on the latest nutritional science. This is Dr. Olivia Thompson, committed to your integral health through evidence-based natural medicine. Until our next meeting, take care of yourself with love and attention. You deserve it.